And you'll be able to understand it in today's context. The Quran, when it talks about passing time in the dunya, futile waste of time sometimes, it talks about la'ib, it talks about lahu, and it talks about lahu. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm not going to define each one at the moment, but lahu refers to futile pastime. Things that we do that has no productivity. Many examples could be used. I use the example of social media. Now, social media is double-sorted. You can spend time on social media for many, many productive things. But you can also spend hours on social media, hours, being completely unproductive. Ask yourself this question, forget everybody else. Sometime after a long day at work, a long day at home, or wherever we have been, we'll go home, we'll get a cup of tea, and we'll couch on the sofa, or we'll sit down, put our feet up, and we'll start to browse TikTok, Facebook. We'll start with Facebook, and we'll start to go through the various things that are happening on there, and then we'll slowly end up in TikTok, and then slowly we're on to Snapchat, and for a few moments, we're on to Instagram. Allahu Akbar, 1.5 hours have just gone like this. True? I don't see the lot of heads. Yes or no? Do you see this? This is true. I have seen it myself. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and, okay, let's have a look at this. You start with a good intention. Allahu Akbar. You end up spending an hour and a half. And then we ask the question, I don't have the time to read Quran. I don't have the time to spend with my kids. Many a times, marriages are breaking up, brothers and sisters. Many a times, marriages are breaking up. Just the other day, somebody contacted me. The Sheikh, I've just got married. These are our first week or 2 weeks. And we're not giving each other time. Allahu Akbar, why are you not giving each other time? Because she's busy on her Facebook and I'm busy with mine. We're doing our things. The husband is complaining about the wife and the wife is complaining about the husband. All of this, why? Because we've forgotten the priorities of where we need to be committing ourselves, where we need to be spending that useful time. So the Quran says the believers are those people who don't embroil themselves in futile pastime. Many other activities, time is short. Many other activities, you have to ask yourself this question as a Muslim, as a mu'min. You have to ask yourself this question, is whatever I am doing, religious or social, how am I being productive? Everybody complains. We don't have time. We're so busy. Families complain. Just the other day, Allahu Akbar, it's sad to see the negative impact of social media. Just the other day, we were sitting in our classes, a youngster, maybe 12 years old. So I said to him, MashaAllah, you're doing well. Have you told your mom and dad about this? And you know what he said to me? Allahu Akbar, this is what we're living. We have to wake up, brothers and sisters. And for those of us who have children, we really need to wake up. Because we are losing an entire generation through our fingers. He said to me, oh, forget my dad. I never see him. So I said to him, what do you mean you never see him? He goes, well, I go to school. He's not around. I come back home. He's not around. In the weekends, he's not around. So I then wanted to explore what his father was doing out of interest. So I can pick this conversation up. Allahu Akbar. The father is busy lobbying in the community for political gains while he's losing his children, who are telling these teachers that we don't see our father. We don't see our parents around, more specifically the father. MashaAllah, the mothers are more persistent. They bore them for 9 months. They're spending time with them. So why is it that the fathers are not spending their time? And then we complain. Then the daughter hits 18. The son hits 22. We want to get them married to a relative. We want to get them married to a certain a certain position that we want to see in our community. And then they say, I'm not listening to you. What should I listen to you for? Many times. Even this recent, parents say, Sheikh, make dua. I'm trying to get my children married. They're not listening. So why are they not listening? Oh, we want to get them married to a good family, a good spouse, a good relationship. And every time we put something forward to them, they just don't want to. They don't want to get involved. So I asked the question. So when they were 5, when they were 6, when they were 7, when they were 10, 11 and 12, 13, 15, 18, 19, were you around? Oh, Sheikh, I was so busy. Somebody has to pay the bills. I said, this is the casualty. Many of us, And I address myself. We are so busy on social media in the pomp and the show that we want to attain glory. How many likes have we got? How many views have we got? Whilst we are losing our own through our fingers. This is the points of love that we find in social media. Much more could be said. I address brothers as you are predominantly here. But rethink your strategic positioning. Rethink. If you have children, rethink. If you have spouses, rethink. If you have work, if you have family commitments, rethink. And rethink that what am I investing my time in that is productive versus what am I doing that is unproductive. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the words of His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the wahi through Jibreel, tells us that the successful are those who are believers, who are engrossed in their salah, and who do not occupy themselves in pastime.